I didn't plan to live on an island. It just happened. 3 years ago, I was commuting 2 hours a day, spending most of my waking life under fluorescent lights, answering emails I didn't care about, and eating dinner in front of Netflix just to silence the burnout. I thought I was doing what everyone did, saving, working, waiting. For what? I wasn't sure. Then one day, I quit. No big drama. No shouting in a boardroom. Just a quiet, soft decision. I booked a one-way flight to a place I found on Google Maps, an island I'd never heard of. White sand beaches, one grocery store, and no Uber. Population? Maybe 400 people, if that. It wasn't even on most tourist guides. I arrived in the middle of the night. Humid air clung to my skin like a warm blanket. The taxi driver met me at the dock with a crooked smile and no English, and I used a photo on my phone to point him to the little guest house I'd booked for $12 a night. That was the beginning. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know anyone. But something about the island slowed me down. On the first morning, I woke to the sound of waves, soft and steady, like the earth breathing. I sat on the porch with instant coffee, watching the sun climb out of the water. For the first time in years, my chest didn't feel tight. That day, I didn't check my phone. I didn't even think to. There's a rhythm here that isn't written down, but everyone follows it. Locals call it island time. It means everything takes longer, but no one minds. The ferry might leave in 10 minutes, or in an hour. The cafe might be open, or the owner might be out fishing. Things just happen when they happen. And after a few weeks, I stopped resisting that. I moved into a hut made of bamboo and palm leaves, $150 a month. No air conditioning, just a fan and mosquito net. It was the kind of place my old self would have mocked. Now, it felt like freedom. I'd wake up with the sun and fall asleep by 9 p.m. Listening to crickets and geckos chirping like tiny robots in the dark. The island doesn't ask much of you. I started writing again. Stories. Journal entries. Thoughts I hadn't let myself feel for years. I wasn't chasing deadlines. I was just letting the words fall out, like water from a cracked coconut. There's a little stall on the southern edge of the beach run by a woman named Lila. She sells fresh fruit every morning, pineapple, mango, dragon fruit, and she always greets me with the same smile, like she's happy just to see a familiar face. She taught me how to say thank you in the local dialect. I still say it wrong, but she laughs and hands me an extra banana anyway. I learned that peace isn't something you buy with a better paycheck. It's something you grow by noticing small things. The pattern of sun through palm fronds. The way salt water dries on your skin. The quiet joy of an afternoon with nothing to do and nowhere to be. Some days, I go swimming when the tide is low. The water's warm and clear, so clear you can see the fish weaving between your legs. I float on my back, stare at the sky, and think, this is enough. Not perfect. Not permanent. But enough. I've met others who found this island by accident. Backpackers, artists, retirees, people escaping lives that didn't fit them anymore. No one asks what you did before. No one cares how many followers you have. All that ego stuff gets burned away by the sun. Of course, it's not paradise all the time. The power cuts out sometimes. The internet is spotty. When it rains, it pours so hard it sounds like the sky is splitting open. And some nights, the dogs howl like they're singing to ghosts. But somehow, even the hard parts feel honest. When the generator goes out, you light a candle. When the storm comes, you wait it out with a bowl of rice and someone playing guitar in the corner of the room. You don't panic. You adapt. It's a lesson I never learned in the city. I've been here almost a year now. I still don't know what comes next. I don't know how long I'll stay. Some mornings I wonder if I'll ever go back to alarms and rent hikes and crowded subways. But then I take a deep breath, and the sea breeze carries the thought away. This place doesn't feel like running away. It feels like remembering something I forgot, some quiet truth at the heart of who I am. That I don't need much to feel full. That joy isn't loud. That sometimes, just being is enough. I wish I could show you the island, not just through video, but the feeling of it. The stillness. The softness of the mornings. The way the stars look when there's no light pollution for miles. But maybe you don't need to move to an island. Maybe you just need a reminder, you're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to choose peace over pressure. You're allowed to wake up and say, today, I want less noise. And maybe, just maybe, that's where happiness begins.